What's good, YouTube? It's Quintessential Q, your quintessential ain't shit YouTuber here. And it's been a minute, 3 weeks to be exact, but since my last video. Last week I was with my girlfriend, so I was on vacation. And I meant to put out a video during that time or like right before that time, but I didn't. So here we are. In the background, I'm probably just gonna have some Guilty Gear footage because also during vacation, I did get my hands on the Guilty Gear beta and test it out. I just played the open beta like everybody else, and low key, after playing the Guilty Gear beta, I've just have a severe lack to play anything else. Like, I feel like the Guilty Gear beta just ruined my enthusiasm to play anything else. Except for the Diamond and Pearl Pokemon remakes. Those got announced yesterday as of this recording. Yesterday, day before? Yeah, yesterday. So I'm hyped for that, but that's not going to be until November. Luckily, I don't have to wait that long for Guilty Gear because Guilty Gear comes out in April. So and I just at this point it's like, what do I do with content? Cause like part of me really don't feel like hopping on fighters. I don't feel like hopping on Smash. I got like an event coming up for Smash, so I may do some stuff then. But other than that, I really don't have anything planned. And I guess I just kind of gotta pull myself out this rut and just be like, you know what, F it. We gonna start doing like content back on the YouTube channel because I do want to start putting content back on the YouTube channel again, as well as like getting the streams back up regularly and all that. I do want to get back into my habit of doing that because I feel like after the beta, I've just been like in this state of just having Guilty Gear withdrawals, and I'm like, damn, really wish I was playing some Guilty Gear. And I guess on the topic of Guilty Gear, I'll give my thoughts on Guilty Gear beta. I know this is late too, because everybody and their mama probably already gave their thoughts on the beta. But honestly, Guilty Gear is fire. And this is my first Guilty Gear. Like, this is my first experience with Guilty Gear. I haven't played any of the Gear games prior. So I was going into this beta just fresh, like not knowing a lick of Guilty Gear. I know some of the characters, like I've heard their names before, like Soul Bad Guy. I've heard their names before, but I really just haven't gone into like my research and look at what Guilty Gear is, you know? Potemkin is another one. I kind of remember him from Guilty Gear games. I just don't like. They're just characters that I just never paid attention to because I never paid attention to the game overall like that. You feel me? But the game absolutely fire. The rollback netcode, mwah, just a work of art. Like pretty much, except maybe like a handful of matches. Like literally could count on one hand like how many matches that I like experienced lag in. And I played like hundreds of matches. Obviously, if y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all already know who I was using. And if the footage in the background is, no indication of who I use, I was definitely playing a lot of Nagoriyuki. I feel like that's going to be my main going into Guilty Gear Strive. Unfortunately, Nagoriyuki in his current state, in the beta current state, was feeling kind of a little weak. Not going to lie, even though as of right now, I'm not like the best Guilty Gear player, obviously. Because there's still some things I gotta get used to. Coming from Dragon Ball Fighters, I'm not used to doing like the Shoryu input or like the DP input, which is like forward, down, forward. I'm not used to doing that because in Dragon Ball and Fighters, that input doesn't exist really. In Fighters, you're doing a bunch of quarter circles or half circles. So you never have to like do forward, down, forward for anything. So that's taken some adjusting and getting used to. and I'm sure my muscle memory from doing forward down forward during the beta is going to be all gone by the time the game actually comes out. So I'm gonna have to relearn it again. Joy. Um, but I did have fun on the beta. I did have fun with Nagori Yuki, and I really like how unique all the characters feel. I feel like I want to do a tier list on where I place the characters, but I feel like there's just people who are better than me, well, more versed than me in the world of Guilty Gear, since this is my first Guilty Gear, that are just better off doing that. But I will say one character that I know, if they're not top tier, someone lying, someone capping, is Ramathol or Ram Lethal or however you say her name. I think it's Ramathol though. But Ram broken, bro, busted character, dumb strong. Potemkin seemed pretty strong too, but I feel like Potemkin's one of those because he's like a big body like grappler character, and I feel like he's like kind of one of those characters that feels super strong when you first play the game because you don't know how to fight him. Ram doesn't seem that way. Ram just seems strong because she has super good tools. But I feel like Potemkin is one of those characters that when you kind of get used to what he's doing and what he wants to do, like he kind of falls off a little bit. Soul definitely felt like another strong character. Super strong. And also Axel felt pretty strong to me as well. Axel, I could potentially fall in the line of like Potemkin. Like once you know what Axel does, like he is not like much of a threat. It could be that, but it could be that Axel's actually strong. It could be really either or with Axel. Potemkin, I feel like once you get used to like knowing what Potemkin does, what's punishable, what's not punishable, that matchup's going to be very a lot more manageable. But overall, the one complaint, actually, before I move any further, the one complaint that I did have is that the online lobby system for Guilty Gear is ass. Like, it just, there's no better way to put it. It is actually ass. Like, going to run up to people to, like, match up in a lobby or in the game, there's no rematch button. Hopefully, that's addressed by the time the game comes out. Uh, just things like that, like the online lobby system felt very unnecessary. And another small complaint, so I guess I have two complaints really, is that like I guess rank system is like this tower system that depending on how good you do, you go up in a tower. There's no traditional rank system per se. I hope that while they can keep the tower mode or whatever, like that can be like one game mode that they have in there. I do want like a more traditional rank system as well, you know? Uh just for the sake of like normalcy, I guess, within fighting games. So like newer people to the fighting games can have like a rank, a more traditional rank mode that's more recognizable. But the game felt really good, felt really fluid. I'm excited. I'm extremely excited. I really haven't been wanting to touch any of my other fighting games since I've stopped playing the Guilty Gear beta. And like I said, I have like something upcoming for Smash that I have to do pretty soon ish. And I just been like, I don't feel like playing Smash. I don't feel like playing Fighters. I don't feel like playing any of these games. But I feel like they'll at least fade in a little bit and maybe like another day or two till I, start doing Fighters content or just Smash content or just fighting game content in general. And that should be able to tide me over until April 6th when we get the games. And then April 6th gotta carry me all the way to November when the Pokemon games come out. So and I guess that also opens like the question, well, not the question, but the topic of like the direction of this channel, because I've had like a whole bunch of videos. There's a bunch of videos on here. There's like Godfall videos, Genshin Impact videos. There's like 2 Spellbreak videos. While I've been gearing the channel more towards fighting content because I've been putting out a lot of fighters content, some Smash content. So fighting game content has definitely been the majority of the videos, but I don't know. Like I always played a lot of shit. Like I've been playing Monster Hunter recently and all this other stuff. So it's just I don't know. I guess that's another reason why I really haven't been uploading like that because I've just been thinking about in what direction do I want to take the channel and just take the direction of the channel overall and what I want to do with it. Do I want to just have it mainly focus on fighting games? Do I just want it to be a overall gaming channel? And so it's been a bit rough trying to decide all that out. Because I feel like more of my successful videos are the Godfall and Genshin Impact videos, because like the fighting game videos haven't really gained that much traction yet. But, you know, it is what it is. But I will start loading up content on the YouTube again. Just kind of gotta shake the rust off and get back into the flow of streaming and uploading content to YouTube. Also gotta get on my TikTok, but that's a whole nother ordeal. But but this was kind of like an update video, giving my thoughts on the beta, what I've been up to, yada yada, all that. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next video, maybe a fighters video. I don't even know what video will be out next until I get some semblance of a schedule again. But I will catch y'all on the next video. But until then, deuces.